In this episode, we're going to build our favorite school mascot. Collections. Classics. Customs. Restorations. This is Crossroads Speed Shop. Hey, welcome back to the Crossroads Diecast Speed Shop. I'm Skip, and today we're waiting for our next project to arrive. I think the truck is coming now. Here we are. What we have on the truck is a 32 Ford delivery. We're going to use this for the Diecast International Builders back to school mascot build. So we're going to get this off the truck into the shop, take it apart, and so we can take a look at it. So let's get on. Okay, we're in the shop and we have our 32 Ford delivery truck all taken apart. Been wondering what to do for this Diecast International Builders build for Mascot, what castings you use on it. And then recently I saw a vehicle that's very similar to the 32 Ford delivery, and I liked the kind of the two-tone deal that was on there. But I still didn't know what I was going to do for a Mascot. And then a week or so ago, I was out with where my son lives, and he works for a college out there, and I got the idea to use his college's mascot for this. So again, look at, we're going to do some work on that. We'll paint that up. It's got a metal base. It's got the Walgreens delivery, but that's all coming off. We're going to strip this all down. We're going to have to probably re-chrome the front grille and stuff, and we'll be changing those wheels out. So let's get on with our project. All right, well, we are ready, working on our 32 Ford panel delivery. What I've done here is I've taped off the car because I want to take and paint the center part where it's usually like a tarp or a cloth cover on the truck right there. I'm going to paint that white. It'll help a little bit with the decals when I put those on later. What I do is I usually use this to make a tape, and there's a lot of different sizes of tape. I usually use a much thinner one for going around first, the detailed areas, and then I put wider tape like this on it so that it'll cover up the whole car, so that when I'm spraying and airbrushing it, it won't get on the other parts of the car that I've already painted. I want to keep orange. So what I've got here is I've taken some of this opaque white from Createx, and I've put that into a little medicine cup. Then I added some of this UVLS clear high gloss. I really like that. It really works really well. And then, of course, the 4011 reducer. I put just a couple of these pipettes in there to mix it up. And I use one of these cocktail sticks, whatever you call it. And it's just a little bit thicker than milk, so it'll be good when it goes through the airbrush. So those are the things we got going here. And so let's move on with our build.
Later.
Okay, we're back and we're working on a 32 Ford delivery. What I've done so far is I took and I cleaned the base a little bit. It was a little bit tarnished, so I used a 50-50 mix of lime away and water, and I dipped it in there for 3.5 minutes. Then after that, I scrubbed it up, and then I took some Flitz polish and polished up the base to get a good shine. So now I'm ready to put the wheels in there. So I got some wheels from Samed Wheels, and I'm just going to use these black 10 spokes. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a little bit of this Gorilla super glue. And I'm going to use a little bit of that, and just take a dab of it, put it here on the axle where the wheels come together. And I'll do that also on the back here. We'll put a dab. One of the benefits of using the gel over the other CA glues is because what you can do is it doesn't run as quickly. So it stays in place, and you can get it right in the middle. And then I always use a little bit of this accelerant, this Instaset on there. So let's see how that works. I put a little bit on there just to see, and you can see that we got a roller here, and so that should be good. All right, let's move on. All right, well, we're back, and we've been working on a 32 Ford panel. One of the things I did was I took and I taped off the roof, as I showed you earlier, and I put white there, and I made my decals. These are the decals that I made with my inkjet printer. If you want to know more about making your own decals, go to my playlist, and under ideas and how-to section, you'll find how I do my decals and stuff for this. Carroll University out in Wisconsin is where my youngest son works, and so I was out there with him a couple weeks ago because I've been wondering what I was going to do for a school mascot, and then I saw this one. This is the Pioneers. Sadly, the only thing is when I measured it originally for the roof, I thought I could fit the Pioneers and the Carroll University, all that on at the same time. But when I got ready to do this, it just didn't look right. So that's why I went with just Carroll University and the Pioneer mascot logo. But anyways, I think this is getting to be a fun build and everything. And we'll be taking a minute to hear and look at all the different parts that we have and what's ready. And then we'll get ready to put it together. So let's move on. Well, we're here in the shop, and we've got all the pieces ready to put back together on our Diecast International Builders Return to School Mascot vehicle build. So we're working on that right now. We'll get the pieces ready. Before we take a look at the pieces, though, I thought I would share some of the ones that I have that I've got. I've only got a few of these, but one, this is just a custom I did. It was kind of if I remember right, it was kind of beat up. And so I did this a year or so ago, and came up to make kind of like an ambulance build. So that was kind of neat. And this is another one. This one came out in 1995. It was part of I think it was a 4 or 5 car set. It was a Little Debbie's. This is a Little Debbie's truck and stuff. It's still got the metal base, and it's got the 7-spoke wheels on it. All part of the Little Debbie's collection. I've got several. There's a couple vans and trucks that are part of that. But that was kind of a neat looking one as well. And it's just kind of funny because that I chose to go red and white on this one, and that one was red and white. And then, of course, probably my newest one, if I showed it a week or so ago on my channel, regarding there's a black wall that I found. This is the first year. This is a 1989 casting, and so this one was in pretty good shape. I was really happy with that. You know, it's a little bit of tarnish and stuff on it because, hey, if you're from 1989, you're over 35 years old here, and but it's pretty neat. And one of the things I did say was that there was 2 different types that were made back in that year. One of them had the orange, red, and blue stripe, and there's others that have the orange, red, and magenta stripe. But other than that, there's not. And so, yeah, like I said, this was in a pretty good shape, and that was one of the reasons why I picked it up. And it was really, good. As a matter of fact, you couldn't buy a regular mainline today for the price I got this one for. So those are some of the ones I've got, anyways, here. And so now to look at this one again, we're getting all ready for it. I chose Carroll University, the Pioneers, because that's where my son works, and I thought that would be kind of a good one to do. So this has got the orange is probably a little bit darker than I wanted it, but it still came out pretty nice. I've got 2 coats of 2K Clear from Diecast Graveyards, 2K Clear. The base, basically all I do is dip it in some lime away in water mixture and then scrub it up, and then I took some flits and polished it up, and then I put these I think they're 10-spoke Samad wheels. They're black. They came that way, and put those in. So that came out pretty nice. Windshield was in good shape, not a problem there. Did have to use a paint pen for the chrome paint pen for that. Let's see if I can get that. And I think that came out pretty good. It had a lot of white on it and stuff, and so we were able to redo that. And then, of course, the other Carroll color was is orange and blue, and so I did the the fenders a blue, and then I gave that a couple coats too of the 2K clear as well. Well, so let's get this car put together and put it on the turntable and see what we've got. Okay, and here's my entry into the Diecast International Builders back to school mascot build. When I was get to thinking about this, I didn't know what I was going to use for a mascot. I really didn't know which one. I didn't know how I was going to go doing. I had a whole bunch of different ideas, different cars and everything that I thought about using. And then a few weeks ago, I was out visiting my sons, and I was at at the university where my youngest son works. As I was looking at it, I happened to see the mascot, and it's the Carroll University Pioneers. I said, that's it, that's the one I'm going to do. And even at that time, everything just started coming together. I knew I wanted to use the 32 Ford delivery for that. I wanted to do it in a two-tone. That's what I did here. I painted the body orange, just a little bit darker because I put extra coats on, and I think I got a little bit darker orange and stuff. And then I also painted the fenders blue. I then left the little white part with the on the top, and I added the Carroll University Pioneer logo on the top of the car. I made that with my inkjet printer. The wheels are 10-spoke wheels from Sam Ed Wheels. I then clear coated the whole car with 2 coats of 2K clear from Diecast Graveyard. This was a really fun build. I had a lot of fun doing this once I got the idea how to do it. And I want to thank the Diecast International builders, Ron, Mark, Cole, and Caleb, for hosting this build. It gave me a lot to think about, and I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else comes up with for that build as well. I've also made a blister card for this, so I think I'm going to send this to my son so he can have this as well. Again, to all my subscribers and viewers, I want to thank you. Appreciate you so much for watching these videos. Hope you'll take time to like and subscribe to this channel. And as always, God bless, and thanks for stopping by the shop.